Hey Geeks Gamers, welcome back to Review Month. Today, I'm reviewing a game off of Game Pass Mobile, which means I'm playing on my cell phone. Isn't that fun? The way of the future. I don't know why I'm talking like this, but this is fun. I think I'm just running out of opening ideas for these reviews because I have to make 30 of them, so here I am, Slay the Spire. Slay the Spire is a game that I actually have on my Switch. I have a physical version of this game. It's a game that I've played a ton of on my Switch. Very addictive game. I think it works really well here on Game Pass Mobile because it is such a simple game. I don't have issues playing games on Game Pass Mobile. I think it works really well. I have issues with the stick placement on the Razer Kishi. So sometimes playing games that use dual sticks can be a little rough on the Razer Kishi. It's doable. I just have big hands. That's what it is. You know, it's kind of like the Switch. I had to buy a grip for my Switch to play games like that. But this kind of game I can play really well on my Razer Kishi, you know, through Game Pass Mobile because it is a turn-based RPG. So Slay the Spire is about you climbing a spire to slay enemies. There actually probably is a deeper story. I haven't looked into it. I don't really care that much. It's a roguelike. You go in, you start off by picking the class of character you're going to use. You can unlock, I think, 4 classes. And what it is, it's a combination of a turn-based RPG, a roguelike, and a deck-building game, which I find to be incredibly addictive. It's the kind of game to where you're going to have to play it multiple times over and over, learn the cards, you know, figure out what you need to do, what you did wrong on multiple runs. This isn't an easy game. This game is going to kick your ass. But I think if you like these kind of like either card-based games or turn-based games or roguelike games, I think this game has a lot to offer. Now, like I said, it is a card-based battle system. Basically, each card either has attack or defend or some other attribute. It'll usually tell you on the card. And the enemies usually show what they're going to do next. Either they're going to defend, they're going to attack, they're going to cast some sort of a spell or curse or whatever it may be, a status effect. So you want to plan accordingly. If you run in and just use all attack cards, eventually it's going to catch up to you. The enemies are going to block your attacks and they're going to fucking kill you. So maybe don't do that. You really do want to strategize, which is really fun for me because I've gotten into playing more card games, I would say. Still not fully there yet. You Yu-Gi-Oh fans, I haven't gotten into Yu-Gi-Oh yet. It's on my list though. I want to. But you know, I found this game around that time whenever I was starting to get into playing more trading card games. And it was a godsend. Like I said, I have it physical on Switch. But if you have Game Pass at all, this is totally worth playing. I mean, I'm sure you can get it cheap on Switch as well, or cheap on whatever you're using, PC, whatever. But I think it works really well on Game Pass. Not only because, you know, it is a game on Game Pass, you don't pay that much for it, and you can play it on your phone. But honestly, before I even had the Razer Kishi, I was playing this on my phone with the touchscreen controls because it's a strategy game. It's a turn-based strategy game. You don't need to put in quick inputs for this game. You just kind of pick what you want to do, and that's it. So I think this works really well for that setup as well. If you don't want to buy the Razer Kishi and you just want to play Game Pass Mobile, this is a game that I think is totally accessible. What I have against this game, maybe the art style. If they do a sequel to this game, which I totally hope they do, I actually really love this game. If they do a sequel, I think maybe they could do with I don't know how I would change the art style. I think it just looks a little too flat. Like it looks a little too, I don't know, stiff. I think maybe going for a more hand-drawn style could work really well. What's that game? Indivisible. That game has a really nice style, and that game's turn-based. So maybe something closer to that, or maybe just something totally original. But I think that's the one thing I would change is whenever you're actually like looking at the end-game battles, it looks kind of weird to me. Looks kind of stiff. But the actual art, whenever you're looking at the art on the cards or the art outside of the of the battles, that stuff looks amazing. So maybe even something closer to the art, the in-game art that you see, would work a lot better. That's my only complaint, is that while I'm in battle, I always notice that the character animations look a little stiff. So, you know what though? If that's my only complaint, I should shut up, because this game is really fucking good. Really fucking good. Slay the Spire is great, guys. If this is your jam, this is your jam. You'll know it's your jam once you start playing it. Got nothing else to say. I'm not really a guy that goes deep into these kind of mechanics. I'm just a stupid guy that plays video games. And you're listening to me talk on the internet. Have you thought about that? Have you thought about your life choices? That you're sitting there, wherever you're doing, you're probably like on the toilet watching this on your phone, and you are listening to me talk about games on the internet? Man, the future's crazy.